In this video, we will tie the dark Cahill dry fly. Materials needed for this fly: a standard dry fly hook, tail brown hackle fibers, thread black 6/0, body muskrat dubbing fur, the wing wood duck flank feathers, and the hackle a brown rooster hackle. First we will attach the thread to the shank of the hook. I'm going to start about 1 eye length back behind the eye, wrap over itself, and then cut the thread off, the tag end off. Next we will bring our thread to the 1/3 mark where we're going to tie the wing of the dark Cahill dry fly. First we'll take some wood duck flank feathers, measure it along the shank of the hook, and then we will secure the wood duck flank feathers at the tie-in point using the pinch method. And make sure that you pull up so that they don't wrap around the shank of the hook. And put a couple more wraps in there and have that secured. Next we will trim the butts of the wood duck flank feathers at an angle so that we get a nice tapered body. And now let's secure the wing in place. We'll run the thread over the butts, and then we'll lift up the wing, and we'll put a jam knot right at the base of the wing to help them stand straight up. Now we're going to divide the wing, have it so we'll have a left side and a right side. So what I do is I'm going to grab an equal amount on the far side and run my thread in between the wing clump, and then I'll hold that again and I'll run it through this side, and I'll keep repeating this until the wings are divided. Every once in a while give a tug up, and now they put a couple of wraps right in front and they're nice and divided. Now I'll move my thread to the bend of the hook so I can tie the tail in. The bend is right where the barb is. I will take some brown hackle fibers. I will measure them along the shank of the hook, as so, like that. Then I will switch to my holding hand, and I will secure this right at the bend of the hook. The tail is only the shank of the hook. I will tie it right to the bend. One of the tricks is just put a wrap right underneath, and that'll help keep the tail straight. So every once in a while, if you want, just put a wrap under there, pull it, and there you go. Next we'll take muskrat fur, small amounts, and create a dubbing noodle. Just place it right on the thread, give a twist, little amounts as always, and let's start creating the body. We'll start right at the bend of the hook, and we'll start to work our way towards behind the wings. And since we trimmed the butts at an angle, we have a nice tapered body. And what the great thing is, you could always go back to fill in some spots and we'll have a nice tapered body. We'll leave a little room so that we can tie the hackle in. And we'll get some more dubbing. Try to keep the guard hairs to a minimum. Like here's one that just snuck in there. And if you have too much dubbing, just take it right off. Undo a little bit. Twist it back on. And we're ready to put our hackle in place. Now we'll take a rooster hackle. We'll measure it with the hackle gauge. But what we'll do is we'll secure that right underneath the shank of the hook, and that's right behind the wing. A couple of wraps behind, and then we'll grab it and we'll put a couple of wraps right in front, locking this right into place, and then cut the stem off. Just let me, there we go. Now we'll take our hackle pliers. We'll grab the hackle by the tip, and then we'll wrap at least 3 times behind the wing. 2, that's actually 1, 2, 3 times, and then we'll finish wrapping right in front of the wing. 1, 2, 3. Hold the hackle up, take your thread, put it right behind it, securing it in place. Once it's secured, take your scissors and trim the stem, trim that tip right off. Now we'll put a little thread head right behind the eye of the hook. We'll take our whip finisher, secure a couple of wraps right there to help finish the head. Take it off, and with the blade, just trim it right off. Then with some head cement, just place it right where the thread wraps are, and you're done. This is the dark Cahill dry fly, a Catskill version fly.